Hi guys, this is Joy Ani, scrapping in my own private Idaho. Thank you for visiting my channel, and today we are working on 31 days of sketches. And so this sketch is by Briana Spors, and it is day 10. I've actually only done 9, and it is already the 25th, but I will finish all of these guaranteed. It may be Christmas before I get them all done, but I will finish them. This is a fun sketch with a lot of detail, so this is going to be a longer video. I am just going to let you know that right up front. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you the details that I've added and some little tidbits along the way. So I'm going to build this layout from the bottom up. The first thing that I wanted to show you is how I did the edges. If you look really close, that is not paper, it is actually ink. And what I did was I used a Spectrum Noir metallic paint. And what I wanted it to, I like a frame. A lot of times I will gut my paper and put it on cardstock. But you can get that same effect this way, and I'll show you how I did it. I'm going to go ahead and grab my mess mat because metallic markers can be kind of messy. And I will also show you how I colored the leaves. So what I do with this on the edges was you have to shake these pens, and they have kind of a toxic smell to them. They're really pretty potent, but they're beautiful. So Close to My Heart introduced me to these, and it was just for a short amount of time. And see how I am, can you see how I've just got, I've taken my ruler so it'll be nice and straight, and I'm taking my metallic marker and I'm taking the wide brush down. Oops, I'm going to do it that way. And you can go back and forth. And that's how I did. I'll put it up closer. And that's what I did all the way around my paper. So the paper pack that I'm working is called, it's got a couple names. It slipped my mind. Autumn Harvest, or I believe it's Autumn Harvest. And so it's a Stampin' Up! Paper pack. It is one of the 4 scrapbooking paper packs that they released. So let's go ahead and start working from the bottom to the top, and you can see I have that beautiful copper color that goes all the way around it. And I am going to start. This is just a scallop. I made it at 6 inches. I couldn't get it at exactly 6 inches, so there is going to be some kind of overhang. I am putting this at 1.5 and across, and I'm going to start from the middle and go this way, and it's going to be slightly hanging over. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to kind of even it up, and then I'm going to have to hack off those edges because, like I said, I tried to. A lot of times it will let you adjust it in Design Space. Oh, I'm gonna cry if I don't have my. Well, hopefully. Oh, here it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this down, and I'm gonna put it at. I'm going to go ahead and do 1.5 because I don't want to run out of space up at the top. And I'm going to get my ruler back here because I want this all to line up because I have a lot that I'm building on. So the color that I used with the cardstock is Crushed Curry. And it is beautiful fall. And this layout is going to be, my grandson was waking me. Oh, I remember I have to hang it over a little bit. Sorry. I'm just going to hang it over just a tad because it's not going to line up perfectly. going to be a little bit over the edge. Do that right there. And I just went on Design Space, typed in scallop. I wanted one big enough because I'm going to add little copper leaves to this, and I wanted to show. So let me just trim that right there. And trim that right there. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. We're going to do 1 1/4 and 1 1/4. Honestly, I thought I'd never get this layout done, but it is so beautiful, and I would rather get done what I want to get done, because I have the perfect pictures for these. I'm not sharing them because it's my grandson, and he's not my kid. Even if he was my kid, I have no problem once people are adults to share the pictures, but when they're underage, I feel a little funny about showing pictures on sites that are not closed. Okay, gotta make sure this is not two-tone paper. That's the nice thing about two-tone paper is occasionally when it's two-tone, I will get the wrong side, because I'm on the struggle bus when it comes to color. So can you see me lining this up at 1 1/4 and 1 1/4? And then the next thing that I'm going to use another item from my stash. It is the copper shimmer tape. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to use the copper shimmer tape. I'm going to trim this off to the edge. It's just a hair. It's just a hair over. That's enough that it would throw things off. And I dearly love shimmer tape. And my goal is really to use up my stuff. I'm not a wasteful person. So that's going to go on here, and I think this matches beautifully. I think it matches this paper beautifully. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down there. Let me line this up really quick. I like the shimmer tape because it's glitter, but glitter, when you add glitter paper to a layout, sometimes getting it to adhere is not the most fun that a person could have. And then you can see there are all kinds of tricks, but the struggle, and a lot of times I will prep, but there was so much prep on this one, I kind of wanted you to see what I was doing and maybe how long it took me, and then you'd have pity on me for taking this so long. So I'm going to go ahead and place this right here, and I just tip it behind. That. Like that. All right. Let's make sure I don't have a crooked eye here. There's a lot of really fun details to this page. If you don't have shimmer tape, you could just cut a 1/4 from, there's all kinds of like, Stampin' Up! Has like copper paper, all kinds of, you could put glitter paper, just something. Yeah, I just love fall colors. And so this layout was so fun, and the pictures, my grandson is helping my daughter rake leaves. He is a busy guy, and he just loves to be outside. She bought him a snowsuit because we watch him on Thursday, and he just gets so bored. Okay, Next thing I want to show you is I colored these little, so if you might have this in your stash. We had these silver leaves, and so I took my pen and I colored it. And I might not show you how so I took my pen and I colored all of them. And they wiggled around a little bit, so I just put them on glue dots and literally colored with my Spector Noir metallic paint. A couple of them I had to do a second coat, but since I put them on the glue dot, now all I have to do is just adhere them like this. Isn't this so fun? And I'm just kind of, some of them are going to be going up and some of them are going to be going down, but I wish I could show you the bag. So this was actually, let me show them to you. So this is what they look like. So I bought these. They were a part of a shaker card, and I bought them, and this is what they looked like before the shimmer pen, and this is what they look like after. So you could make them any color that you want. So if you used to be with Close to My Heart, dig around and see if you can find those, because they're a lot of fun. But any kind of metal one, and like I said, I had to put several coats on there, and they kept moving around. You can see how they moved around a little bit, and so I was just go ahead and gluing them on, and I think they match perfectly. And I couldn't have a big scallop. I thought about stamping these. I had a few cute leaf stamps, but this was a fun addition. It may be why I'm only on day 9. So, but there we go. Oops. Okay. It's so fun to find things in my stash and use them. I feel like it's like paying me. It's like I got a free. So my basic. So I have this interesting. Obviously, I don't have too many friends who are accountants. So my philosophy is, if I've had it for more than 6 months and I use it, it's free. So, and I have such a stash of things. So I might have to. I've lost one of my. So let me show you how I did this, so that you might try it. So I'm going to go ahead and, here's my glue dots. Here's my glue dots. And here is my, whoops, can you see that? I'm putting my glue dot right on my pen. These Spector Noir metallic pens, I was introduced to them, it might have been last year or the year before, and I've been obsessed with them ever since. Okay, here we go. You shape them, and you color them. So towards the end of Close to My Heart, they would, they brought in some, I guess they call it third-party things, like we had some Ranger products, and we had some, all of our markers were Spector Noir, and this was one of those things that they brought in. Okay, so see how I did that? See how it's like that? And then I'm just going to put that, and that is my leaf border. Okay, next thing. So we're going to look at our, hang on. We're going to look at our sketch. And I am adding some mixed media. I'm not a big mixed media person, just because I'm not really very good at it. But I am using, I needed to use it because I'm using a light title, and I may live to regret, I may have to recut this one out, but when I try to see if something's going to work, what I do is, there's some things down here I thought I was going to add, but I'm not, because mine's a little bit lower because my scallop's a little bit bigger, and I don't want to redo any of that. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to add here. And so I knew I was going to add up there. So what I did was I tried out different colors. I'll show this to you. So when you're adding things, you don't know what it's going to look like on your paper without trying it on your paper. So I knew I had a picture right there. So I just went ahead and tried. One is that's Early Espresso from Stampin' Up. This was a walnut from a Tim Ranger product, and this one is what I finally decided to go with, and that actually is a mocha from Close to My Heart. I think the espresso would have been really cute, and it matches perfectly to that tree, but I just had the ink pad, the ink spot from, because I have Paper Pumpkin, and I haven't reinvested in the inks yet, so I needed a re-inker to make it dark enough, so I went ahead and went with the mocha. So here we go. That's a lot of explaining, isn't it? Okay, so on this one, I'm not really going to set this down because I have my pictures all ready to go. This picture is of my daughter and the little guy. I am only going to run my tape runner around, and I'm going to slide my I'm going to slide my tags in. If I had been thinking, I probably would have done, and I might pull this off and go ahead and do that. I would put tape runner, not tape runner, foam tape all the way around, and then here, so my tags won't slip down. And I'll probably do that. I am going to go ahead and put this fairly close to the edge. I just like that look a little bit better, although it's a little bit different. She has space here. I'd rather have my space on the end. So I'm going to go ahead and form this here. But before I do that, I need to add, she has added some mixed media. So I am going to use this grid. I'm going to kind of put it at an angle, and I'm just going to be as random as I can be. Oh, you know what? I'm going to pull this up because I want it to go under. That way it doesn't look like, oh, you just stopped. I really wish I had re-inker for my Early Espresso. That would have been the perfect color for that. You make do with what you make do with. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I should have washi tape down here, but I don't, so here goes nothing. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in here, and I'm going to just add a little bit of color. And it's going to be pretty subtle. I wish it was a little bit darker, but it is what it is. I do have some distressing ink here. If I can't get it to be dark enough, I'm going to pull it off. I do like that. So that's going to be just fine. And so I've got that kind of look, and then I have another one that I got at a garage sale. You know, me and my garage sales. I like these little splats right here. And I think it looks very similar. See how she has splats? I'm not brave enough to do splatter. I had gilt, but it didn't match close enough, so I wasn't going to throw that on there. So I'm going to I'm going to try to be pretty dark with this. I'm normally not real dark with it, but and this is going to be, I almost wish I had, and I thought about doing black, but I just was not sure how that would go. I like that. Okay. That kind of gives me, if I had it to do over again, I'd probably just do that blob, because I think that's more the feeling of Okay. Okay. So I think I'm going to walk away from that, and yeah, I don't like the check. I wish I would have gone with this. So, and it was at a garage sale. Can't get any better than that. So I'm going to set this one right here on the edge. I'm going to put my 3 right here. The lighter one, this is the one I will actually journal on. And I did put a tag. This is a Cricut. This actually is from Close to My Heart, and it was a tag. And I just put this and then tied it around just so that it looks neater. And I'm going to go ahead and put this right here. Okay. I might add some splatters a little bit later. I haven't decided. You know what? I'm just going to add splatters now. I think splatters right up here would look kind of cool. Just right up. Just right up here. I'm going to add it right here. I love it when you find good things at a garage sale. I have really good luck finding stencils at garage sales. They're usually like, and I don't know if people are selling them and they just don't know what they are or how cool they are, or they've used them once. This one had never been used, I don't think. Either that or they're the world's best cleaner. But I have really good luck with them because I feel like people don't know how cool they are. So, oh, I love that. I love that. Isn't that so fun? Okay. So, boy, I wish I wouldn't have done my squares. I wish I could take it back. Okay. But, all right. Okay. So now we're going to do this side, and I'm going to go ahead and shift this one off because we are done with this side of this page. I will bring it back at the very end and see. Okay, so now we are going to go and do this page. And I'm going to be really heavy-handed over here because this is light, and I may have to color these in. And I will do that off screen because already this thing is 22 minutes. Okay. Her pictures, she had two 4x4s, two 4x4s and a 2x3. My favorite picture size is 2x3 because I printed myself and I can get 2 of them on one 4x6 paper. So I do a lot of 2x3s. So I did do one 4x4, and I'm just going to lightly tack this because I want to pull these up and put foam tape under them. I'm going to put them right close to the edge, and I'm going to go ahead and stick this right here. Make sure I'm on screen. There we go. And then I'm going to do this one. Oops. Okay. Now here's the tricky part. Actually, I need to do, okay. All right, I'm trying to decide if I want to just have leaves are falling. Autumn is calling. I'm just not knowing if it's going to be, yeah, I think I have room. So I'm going to put, and then I'm going to try to touch up. I'm going to try to fix my thing over here and go over that enough that maybe I don't have to do the squares. I don't know. Do I put the squares on there or do I just ignore them? I don't know. Okay. I like this. I've decided to go with this. So I'm going to do this whole thing right here because I need the darkness to make my letters sign up. I'm going to put them up here. And okay. Sometimes, and that's the problem with mixed media is like, it takes so long, and then if you change your mind and you don't like it, it's like it comes stuck. Okay, I'm being pretty heavy-handed here. I do have a plan for the letters. I can pick the letters up. So when I'm doing letters, I run them through my Xyron, and I do that for two reasons. Number one, I can kind of tell how big it's going to be when it's on the page. I do kind of like that. But I feel like even though I'm not wild about this, I'm going to have to put some on there, but just because for continuity. So I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to put this right here. This is definitely going to be one of the longer layouts, but honestly, this layout has taken me like 4 or 5 days to do. It's been a long one. And because I have this in 2 places, I feel like I need to put, and actually I'm not minding that as bad now, and I'm going to put some right here. I'm just going to pull this up, because I like to have, remember we're doing our visual triangle, so let me get back in the light. Okay. And the nice thing about this check is, and I will monkey around with this later, because I don't want this, like I said, I don't want it to go on forever. You get the gist of it. But I'm going to go ahead and put this here and here. So, I don't know if the rest of you love garage sales as much as I do, but if you, what is the best thing in the comments below? Go ahead and leave me a comment that says, what is the best thing that you ever found at a garage sale? And I'm kind of sad because right now the season's over. Okay, so now I'm going to put my letters, and I'm hoping to goodness that they show up. So autumn, it's going to have to be down at least 1.5. You might see the top of my cute little white head as I try to get this on here. I'm turning into a standing scrapper. I used to always sit and scrap, but I can sit and scrap, but I struggle with getting stuff done. So I feel like I'm faster if I stand up. And I scrap way faster if you're videotaping too. So I'm pulling this up off the Xyron. You can see that I ran it through, and this makes it so that I do not have to go behind every single letter. Although this is very, see how it's very curvy and very woohoo. It is. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to put this down. And of course, you can always speed things up. That's the beauty of YouTube, is, although I don't know how to do it, I've been told you can speed things up. Oops, my autumn fell apart. I'm going to put it right here. Ooh, autumn is like, ooh. Look at that curly Q autumn. This is like watching paint dry, isn't it? All right, autumn. Autumn is calling. We'll see if I can actually. So the calling is going to be right here. Is going to be right there. So 2.5. See how if you put it on the, if you have it in the Xyron, that you can see what your letters are going to be. It does, you know, you go through it kind of quickly. I'm going to see if I like that. Can I go up a little bit more? No, not really. Okay. I'm going to put the is on, and then I'm going to do calling, and I might be able to move the is over. Is calling. Autumn is calling. I'm really excited about the next. So let me tell you about Christy's Beautiful Life while I am playing with these letters. Let's see if I can talk. And, well, we know that I can't talk and I'm crap, but we'll try. So Christy's Beautiful Life is a Facebook group. And they do 30 sketches, so you're supposed to do a sketch a day. We all know that I am not that fast, and that never happens. But in theory, and there are some, they're amazing. There are some people that whip them out, and they have them. I think we've had less people do all of them now that, because this session, all of them are two-page sketches, which is great for me because I use probably 90% of the ones that were made. Then I'd had to come up with the second one. Okay, so that is 1.5. Let's go down to 3.5. I'm going to take these tags out so I can get things nice and flat. Okay, leaves are falling. That's what we're going to put next. Let's make sure I have all the letters before I jump in. R, leaves are, where's my L-L-I-N-G? Yep, got it all. Yay! I usually lose something. I spend more time looking for things than, and just for fun, I'll show you some of the other things that I was going to put on this page and changed my mind. Oh, it was yeah, the struggle was real. Okay, leaves. That's going to have to come down a little bit more. That's going to have to come down to 4. Leaves. There we go. So you have to really look at this. It's pretty monochromatic, but I could have done it in. I was going to introduce black, but I wasn't for sure. It can be kind of stark, but if you want things to show up, I guess that's okay. Leaves. Leaves. And wow, oh wow, 33 minutes. Leaves are falling. Okay. I'm going to put falling. I'm going to start it and back it up this way. And anyway, so I was telling you about Christy's Beautiful Life. So this is the 16th session. They have a monthly challenge, and it is in October. This is the one we're doing. One in March and one in July. And usually it takes me 2 months at least to finish. But then it's great because then I always have inspiration. People say, oh, I don't know what to scrap or whatever. It's like, I have a long list of things that I want to do. And, okay. And, okay, since I have a little bit more time, I'll tell you a little bit more. So I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm obviously not, I'm not a heavy-handed salesperson by any stretch, but I switched over from close to my heart, and it's been good. There's a learning curve. It seems like every time I do an order, I have to call in and I said, how do you do this? But they're very nice. They've been super, super helpful. And I'm excited that they are doing more and more scrapbooking. And now we do have some two-toned 12 by 12 paper, which is my favorite. All right, so there we have it. And then we have this. Okay, then I'm going to look a little bit more and see what else so she has her title here. So I feel like she has her title here, and then I feel like I'm going to need to have some kind of, I'm going to go ahead and put some more little splotches here because, and I'm going to put paper underneath so I can run it off a little bit because that is a little blank space. In this pack there is some little sequins. I might add a little bit later, but I am very anxious to get off of tape because I have been talking for a while. This is definitely my longest video to date. I'd actually have to check that and see. There might have been a longer one, but I can't imagine. But anyway, I'm really happy with how this turned out. It's going to go perfectly with my pictures of my little guy raking leaves. So let's bring it back as a still shot and let you see all the things that we have done here. So here we go. This is, I'm going to go ahead and take it off the black. Will it show up more if I take it on the light? Let's just go ahead and move things out. So this is page 1. Can you see all of it? So I'm very happy with how it turned out, and I hope you will like and subscribe. I hope you will follow Christy's Beautiful Life, and I will catch you on the next one. Who knows how long it will take me the next one. It's really a lot of fun. It's hexagons, so I'm super excited. I have an idea for that, so maybe it won't take me quite as long to do that one. Talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.